Yes, we are live. Welcome, my dear friends. This is episode number 93 on Zero Point Healing Show. And today we are going to talk about a beautiful modality or a beautiful method of healing, which is the first time that we are discussing in this beautiful show. And it's called Metatronia, and how living light supports us is going to be the topic for today. But before I move on to my beautiful guest for today, just a short intro about me. I'm Vishnupriya and I'm a holistic healing practitioner myself. I had been trained and certified in multiple different modalities. And today I am the founder of this beautiful platform called zeropointhealing.com, which is a web directory that I have created for holistic healing practitioners across all different holistic healing modalities. I felt a kind of calling to bring them all together into one platform. So it's like a beautiful place where the clients can go to and find all the beautiful modalities that can help them. And for me, when I went through so many different modalities, I have, as I said, I got certified in multiple modalities, and I personally do healing sessions with so many different healing modalities and practitioners. And each of these healing sessions have helped me open up into new possibilities in my personal life. And that's how it has served me. And this is exactly how I have seen others using the platform, using different modalities as well. And that's the beautiful inspiration behind this creation that I've put out into the world. So if you are a holistic healing practitioner yourself on any modality, I invite you to zeropointhealing.com. You can register for free, and you can also, if you're interested in one such interview with me, you can contact me for that as well. And if you are a client, I invite you to look up the platform and see and find your your healer, your practitioner, your facilitator, whom you would want at this time in your life to help you move on to that next step. You can search and you can find your beautiful angel, I call them, who can help you to take that next beautiful step. Whatever kind of challenges you had been facing in your life, whether it is the finance or the health or spiritual development, or whether it is relationships, whatever kind of areas, challenges that you had been facing in your life, I believe that holistic healing has a solution for you. And that's what Zero Point Healing is all about. All right, so that's it for my introduction. I'm moving on to my beautiful guest for today. Welcome, Tammy. Thank you so much for coming to my show. So, tell us a little bit about yourself first, and tell us about your background. Maybe you had been in a different profession. So, how did you end up in this beautiful holistic healing world?
Firstly, thank you for allowing me to come on your show. You're such a bubbly, lovely, lovely lady. I kind of fell into this. I had no expectation of what I'm doing now. I had no clue. I was working as a secretary, excuse me, and suddenly I began to get a little bit sort of, I don't want to say mental health, but it was a constant sort of thing saying to me, you need to be moving now, we're going to move you. And I was like, nothing would work. I had to leave a couple of jobs. My body got very heavy. And eventually I just said, look, I've got to trust in whatever this is, because it was so profound. And I began sort of automatic writing, creating things, speaking to special friends, sharing like what the heck is going on here. And 10 years later, we still have Metatronia that's growing. I'm in awe of it still every day, of the beautiful connection with Metatron. So yeah, it fills you with love, that you trust what are these voices. In my particular case, I'm listening, I trust you, and let's do this. So a divine plan and order, I think that's important for each of us, that there's certain points we reach in life, and if something's not working, perhaps you have to take that leap of faith. And I took that leap of faith, and yeah, I'm still here and enjoying every moment that I work with this beautiful energy and the beautiful people that come into my life.
Wow, that's so beautiful. And you said it in a very beautiful, short way. So, few questions there. I love the way how you said, 10 years, it took you that kind of 10 years time frame. So, tell us, how was that journey? I think it takes lots of trust and faith to kind of, bring in that kind of new creation, that which we don't already see in the world, right? It's easy to follow someone, but it is difficult to trust ourselves to create something new that we haven't seen in this world before. So
Absolutely,
did
absolutely.
you go through, maybe did you see different healing therapies out there and then you got inspiration, or you spoke about the automatic writing? So tell us, how was this process as you moved along the way of creating this beautiful therapy?
Wonderful way to put it. Thank you. Well, basically, I was interested in crystals. I still am. I've got a house full. I did Reiki, but something wasn't filling the hunger. The spiritual hunger was not being filled. I did Reiki 1, Reiki 2, Reiki 3, master teacher, all of those. I did reflexology, martial arts, yoga. Yoga was profound on my journey, if I might add. But something was, it was as if, okay, you need to do that, and then we do this with you, and you need to do that. And something was saying, I'm still not, I'm not getting what I know. I know there's something else. And I became quite ill. It was like I was just not able to move for a couple of weeks, maybe about 4 weeks. I got what you probably class as chronic fatigue. I couldn't move. And then one day I got up out of bed, as I mentioned, started to write, putting things together, sharing some things with some friends. But there was a consciousness, I would call it, if I may, that was directing me. So my creation was not out of my mind or my ideology. It was a surrendering to, actually something wants to come through here. And I think that's a profound statement, if I may say so, that it wasn't me going, oh, I'm going to just create something that, because everybody else is doing it. Absolutely not. This was such a divine process for me. It wasn't an easy process. At times it was very difficult, mentally, emotionally, physical body stuff, until one day it all pieced together. And I remember my first distance session with somebody thinking, this is not going to work. And the beautiful verification from that first client, it just pushed me on to do what I'm doing now. And I'm still doing it sort of 10 years on, but I can't explain in too many words, because it's a feeling, it's a vibration, it's a shifting. And if I hadn't have listened back then, I'd have still been sat behind the desk thinking, I know there's something else out there. I'm glad I took the piece of the puzzle. I'm having a hot sweat, sorry. The piece of the puzzle, and I'm so grateful that my divine intelligence linked in and said, look, I need to listen. I need to really listen here.
Wow,
So
that's a
for
beautiful.
me, it was a fantastic journey, but not easy one.
Mhm. Sure. Now tell us about the therapy itself. What is Metatronia therapy and what happens during the therapy? What is it all about?
So you can have a distant attunement or distant healing session, or in person, or mainly we start with a distant session or an in-person session. Those energies link in with the human system. We, as a practitioner, we don't have to direct that. There's two symbols we start with at a healer level. There's a third symbol that's granted to us or given to us at master level. So depending on whether you're a practitioner or a healer, let's just go back to the recipient of this energy. They will feel an experience that's unique for them, because everybody's unique. We're all divinely unique, although we're linked through love. It sounds a bit cliche, but this is the truth of it. The energy goes into the vessel, sort of has a look around at what's vibrationally happening very swiftly. I mean, this is speed of light. This is very swiftly. Metatron has a look, and then begins reparation, restoration, expansion, especially within the heart center, releasing, erasing, enlightening, not only from a conscious, emotional, physical level, but all aspects of us. We become more aware of the light body and the importance of the connection with the light body, that we are light. So it's so multifaceted, but ultimately it's opening us to light. It's opening up to love. So it just depends on what that story is going on with the vessel, with the body, as to the experience of the light that individual is going to have. But ultimately, it's through the light and the love that we can be in that safe space to expand. The experience is different for whether the level of the practitioner, but I think your question was, well, what does it involve? It's light. Some people talk about adamantine, photonic, quantum. Ultimately, it's light, however we want to explain that. It's the most bright, loving, powerful, magnificent frequency that ultimately brings us to ourselves. I'm trying to get the right words. There's a part of us that has to relinquish what we think and know as truth to be able to open up to the source, which will move us and shift us in ways that we possibly could never imagine. It's a truth. It reveals truth within the vessel through the vibration.
That's beautiful. So I'm gonna try to put it in my words, maybe just for my understanding. So you did talk about Archangel Metatron. So is it during the session? Are there any other archangels or any other beings involved in the session other than Metatron?
Wonderful question. I want to say no, but I'm hesitant because what I'm being told is, if you see the archangel realms, at the helm you'll have Metatron that oversees. Now within that realm of archangels, shall we say, there's frequency. So they all have different frequencies. So yes, I mean, if it's necessary, sorry, for their vessel to receive energy from Archangel Metatron or Michael or Raphael or the other beautiful archangels, of course, but ultimately you go to the top of the tree. So it's not necessary for me to say to you, of course, you can go to XYZ, because it's Metatron. And that's important, I think, because you're going to this beautiful energy that can do all of this for you. It's not a competitive angel realm thing. We're going to it's right, my body's shaking. I just sometimes I stumble with what's the best way to put things, so please bear with me with my sort of stumbling. I think if you can go to the top of the tree, then all of their energy is one. It's all encapsulated in one beautiful essence, and that's what Metatron brings to us, is a mixture and an amalgamation of all that is necessary to bring the alignment to the vessel.
That's beautiful. And I really understand when you say, in that kind of archangel realm, there's no difference. At the end of the day, it is all one. So I truly understand that statement. All right. So now let's say a particular client is in the healing session, especially through the distance session, that what you meant. So is there a specific intention that the client or the practitioner sets in? So let's say I have certain issues with my financial life or my relationship life or anything specific that I want to kind of heal myself from. Is there an intention that I set, or I should tell to the practitioner that, okay, this is the kind of problem I would like to get resolved, or does that work differently?
We leave all that behind, because basically you're saying, you know my story, I'm asking for help, is what you're saying. Of course you can, if you like, say I need help with finances, I need help with relationships, but just be open to receive were the first things that came through in 2010, were trust, believe, be open to receive. If we can trust enough that there's an energy that's going to help us, we can let go of the worries and the concerns that we have, because that limits us, that cages us in. It's like, I need help with finance. The universe is going to provide for me. You see it change. It's all frequency. The universe links in through positive vibration. Whatever we're going through and within life, it's always a vibrational thing. So humans often keep themselves in a place where they don't trust that there's something outside of themselves. There absolutely is. So Metatron, help me. I'm asking for your help. It's just a thought. And you don't even need the intervention of what I'm doing. It's you can connect with him yourself and say, I need help here. Can you help me? Because then what you're saying to the universe is, I know there's something there. I'm opening my vessel. I know there's something there. And that brings a magnificent shift within our vibration, our consciousness, the light in the vessel. We begin to realize that we have a connection to source, that we are the same light that we're seeking. So it really does expand the human in so many ways. It's evolutionary. It's our evolution, you know, the realization of who we are, which we're spectacular. We just don't realize it much yet. So
That's so beautiful. So now tell us a little bit about, I see that you do practitioner training and then you also kind of provide healing sessions. So tell us about both and tell us a little bit about the practitioner training.
absolutely. So we have people that come to us just want a healing session. So we have some different sessions. We have people that want to be therapists, practitioners. We do the light worker training. So we start with healer level, because that's like, here's the light, here's a few videos to watch, here's a complete distance comprehensive package we've put together. So they can become a healer practitioner. You can start your own Metatronia healing, or you offer distance sessions. Or what I think an important point I must mention here is, when you become attuned at healer level 1, it doesn't mean you have to be a Metatronia practitioner. That light comes in and might shift you to be doing something completely different that you didn't even know yourself. So I must just get that across. It's not about you must do this and that's what you'll become. Of course you can become a healer. You'll be a healer practitioner level 1. But if Metatron's got another story for you, then that's what happens. You might suddenly wake up one morning and think, actually, I want to do this. Or a letter might turn up in the post that's like, whoa, you know, they're just sort of examples. But once we connect to the light, it sends ripples within us where we begin to open to our truths. Anyway, sorry. So we're healer level 1, that's the first one. 3 months later, you can do the master level. So healer level enables you to distantly heal people, in-person healing. Master level, which is level 2, enables you to do all that and also attune. So you can then do attunements for people. So we have a support package for that. You can then go on to do workshop facilitator. So we have a package for that as well. If you love it and you want to do this and you feel that you want to go and teach the light, then we have a package for that too, that helps people to do what we're doing now: online sessions, in-person sessions, workshops. So it's the kind of it's a support foundation for light workers is what I've put together. So, but again, the first point I mentioned is some people get attuned level 1 and they're like, whoa, actually this has just started a roller coaster and this is now what I'm doing. And you think, wow, look at how they've blossomed, you know, look at your truth, what you're truly doing. And the people love what they're being awakened to, because it's actually who they are. It's like a soul purpose. So I think it was important just to mention that once you ignite the light within, you don't know where it's going to take you. So Metatron's magical at how he assists us.
That's nice. And talking about the healing sessions for the clients, would you like to share maybe 1 or 2 client stories so viewers can understand what kind of different magic that this can create in one's life?
Yeah. So you get people that just come and they love the therapeutic aspect. The light makes them feel comfortable. It makes them feel relaxed. It may heal some spine stuff. It might be helping with some emotional, mental stuff. Then you have people that it's actually shifted them. So maybe I had one beautiful lady a few years ago, very anxious, and we were talking away, and I love to paint, she said. And then she said, well, the paintings are in the attic and I do nothing with them. So I said, can you show me a painting? Anyway, now I know that she has some of the paintings in a gallery because she was that good. But Metatron helped her to come out of that anxiety, that self-confidence expansion happening, and her paintings were phenomenal, but she just didn't realize it herself. So I'm just trying to explain the magical dynamics of the light. Whatever's relevant for that vessel, that person, that body, he helps you very nurturingly to get over some of the hurdles that might that might stop you from reaching your true divine potential. So we have people that I call them energy junkies. So I have to stop them wanting one every week, like a healing session. It's like, well, no, when you have a healing session, healing of vibrational session, be aware that this can go on for a couple of weeks, because it's not just about an initial zap. There's things that are being put into place. You know, we talk of divine geometries. The light geometries are moving things, shifting things, expanding you a little bit, all unique for that divine person. So it's not boxed in at all. Its potential is just profound. And I've seen some of our light workers growing I can't say the big word, exponentially into amazing therapists that may work with psychological stuff, mental health, fears, phobias, traumas. We have people that go on to be horse healers, animal healers, child practitioners. We have that. So it's Metatron's light wants to touch every aspect of humanity to help us grow, and it's not limited to just healing. It's not limited to just healing.
Wow, that's amazing. So now let's start with the beautiful meditation healing that you have for us. So, my dear viewers, Tammy told us that she can do a kind of give us a free group healing through this particular interview. So that's where we are going to go towards now.
Brilliant. I think I can talk for England, but I think if you can feel something, then that verifies it for you. So all I'm going to do, if I may, is just talk us through a gentle relaxation and meditation. Perhaps you want to close our eyes, and I'm just going to ask Metatron to come in and show him his light to you in whatever way that wants to come through. So we will go silent for a moment and just be in that peace. So if you just want to just relax and breathe, and find your comfortable place, just breathing and relaxing. And coming home to the breath. And just bring the senses to any subtleties that you may be feeling, just breathing. Relaxing. And we're bringing in that light now. Again, just be where you are, just comfortable. As that light comes in. Just expanding a little bit. As we just go silent for a few moments. And if the consciousness is wandering the thoughts, just come back to the breath. Relaxing. Just allowing the body to soften and release a little bit. There's something occurring above the senses, the known senses when we connect with Source. So we're just surrendering a little bit, releasing, and fully opening to light. And we're just being lifted up now, as if we're floating, just releasing from Mother Earth and being lifted up very swiftly into the ether. Just lifting up not only as a visualization, but lifting up out of any rigidity so that we can feel vibrational freedom. Just lifting higher. Allowing the vessel, the body to fill with more light. Just to know that that light knows exactly what you require. So just to trust as we expand and go a little bit higher still. Releasing attachments. Just feeling the vastness. As we're now high above in the place of the planets. The darkness all around us, beautiful expansion. And it's in this place that we fully connect to Source. Feeling the love and light of Archangel Metatron as vibration, as light, and ultimately love. And this connection, perhaps it's your first connection, will continue for a little while. Releasing and expanding the light you hold within. So for now, as we release down, becoming aware of the physical body, awareness of the breath, as we come back into physical form, physical body, in the present moment. Bringing that light and love with you. Just awareness of that difference we may feel in vibration is awakening us to the potential we have within us, of the light we're able to hold within the vessel, which is bountiful. So for now, just become aware of your physical vessel. Feel the heart beating. Awareness of where you are. And gently coming back to the here and now.
Wow, that was amazing. And I could feel something in my spine specifically, like throughout my back. I do not know how to say the sensation. Maybe like a tingling sensation and a burning sensation kind of mixed. And it was like feeling something moving. Wow, that was amazing. Thank you.
We could have gone deeper for longer, but it's a coming out of your current program, let's say. So we go up, he likes us to go up, and then we see the planets. But what he's doing is, can I take you out of yourself for a moment? Can I take you out of your shell for a moment so that I can show you who you are? So there's a lot of expansion that comes with this vibration, which will continue for a few more, perhaps a few more days. I always say to people, drink lots of water because it helps with the electricity, the body systems, the nervous systems, but the expansion continues. He knows what you require. He knows your story. So it's quite magical that we can actually take a lot of the searching away, but it's ultimately ascension. We're ascending out. So he says, let me take you out of yourself that you know right now, and let me show you everything that you are. So his light is so multifaceted and beautiful and highly transformational. And his verification, he says, is through what we feel as the vibration. So yeah, it's always going to be the light vibration that we feel.
Wow. After experiencing it, I'm like, woo, this is beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much, my dear Tammy, and my dear viewers. If you're interested in doing a practitioner training, or if you're interested in doing a healing session as a client, you can contact Tammy. Her link is right below the video, and you can have a contact, talk with her to see what it is that you're interested in, and then go through that route. And as well as, I do not know if we discussed about the 10% off discount for the healing sessions. Would you like to offer that?
Anything, and that's absolutely fine. Yeah, but I will say one last thing. If you're going to come to Metatronia, you better be ready, because he doesn't mess about. You know, this is if you're knocking at the door, you better be ready when he comes in, because it's for those on their spiritual path. I think it brings them a homecoming to probably something they've been searching for. So it certainly did with me. I knocked on the door when I was very small, had to wait 38 years later, but he came, and yeah, it fascinates me every day.
Wow, that's so amazing. So there you go, my dear viewers. So there is 10% off discount coupon, and that is 0 So when you contact Tammy, just let her know that you found her from 0, and she would be happy to help you in any ways that you would like to. So thank you so much. Any final words, Tammy?
Just be light. You know, we're here to be light and experience the light we are, and what we can do when we're that light. So, and thank you. You're such a beautiful light, and it's been a pleasure to be on the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, my dear viewers. I'm going to see you on my next show. And please do subscribe and share this particular video with any family members, anybody else that you know that are going through any kind of difficult situations. You know, just by doing this meditation, it can help them. So please do share this video with as many people as you can. Thank you so much. I'm going to see you next time. Bye-bye for now.
Thank you. Bye-bye.